All right then. Oh, let me put the URL into the chat window, just in case you want to open up. Okay, that's good. And also I want to see other participants. Great. Let's do a quick review of the last lesson. So in last lesson, last Friday, we learned the delete statement, delete records from a table. Um, Important thing to remember is to specify which record you want to delete with the where clause. Otherwise, the whole table will be, not the table itself, but all records in a table will be deleted, like the last one here. Then we learned the limit clause. When you have many records in a table, um, if you want to see only the first field or a certain number of records, then you can just use the limit. So make it faster. Uh, then we learn the minimum function and the maximum function to get the minimum value of a field and also the maximum value of a field or column. And another function is count. Well, MySQL doesn't have many functions, but there's only a few of them. We can't just count the number of records the select statement returns. Um, so yeah, when you count, you can specify the column name, or you can just put a star there. So either one, it's okay. And the homework questions. Yeah, we have a few homework questions. Uh, let's look at them together. The first one, to create a delete statement to delete all products from the products table if the product or for all the products that are more expensive than, let's say, $1,000. Um, so basically you delete from table where the price is greater than 1,000. Okay. The second one, to create a select statement with a limit clause to select only the first 10 records from the products table. So that's just select star from the table and limit only 10. No condition, no where clause. Okay. Number 3, to find the price of the cheapest product of products more expensive than 100 from the price table. So basically you select all records more expensive than 100 and then get the lowest price among the products in that range. Okay. And number 4, find the price of most expensive product of products less expensive than that. So similarly, all products less than, less expensive than $100 and then find the highest price. So use max. So pretty straightforward, right? The last one, count number of customers from London in the customer table. You probably want to use a field, the column city. So you select and count from the customers table with city name equal to London. So, all right. And today, okay, I should pause here. Any questions about this? No? Okay. Okay. Um, Today we are going to learn a couple more functions actually. AVG, that's average, and sum to is add things together. That's sum. Different from count though. The count is to count the records, how many records or rows in a table. The sum actually is add if the value of a field together, the values of you know multiple records, add them together. So that's different. The sum and delete and count, they are different things. Okay. Then we look at we're going to look at the how to use like and the in. So let's start with AVG. In short, it stands for average. So AVG function returns the number of rows, return the number of rows that matches specific criteria. Number of rows. I return the average value. I don't think that's correct. That could be a copy paste error. We should return the average value of all rows that match a specific criteria. So I'm going to fix that. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's correct. So for example, from again using the products table, we have different products of different prices. If we want to find the average price of all products, they would just say select average price from the products table. Okay. This example doesn't have the where condition, but it's okay. We can just add it if it's needed. But this specific example is to find the average price of all products. So yeah, the where is not necessary. Let's see. We know the products table, right? We know the products table, um, something like that. So we have 77 products with different prices. Different prices. 18 as low as $4. High value 263. So I don't know if we can make a guess. The average probably is around 100 or 150 or even lower, but definitely the price won't be less than 0 or higher than 300 or that highest value like 263 somewhere. So average value should be middle. But let's just find out. Put that back, run it. Oh, pretty low. $28. $28.87. So yeah, that's the average price of all 77 products. Okay. If we say find the average price of all products that are more all prices let's say lower than $50. So we only filter out all products that lower below $50 and find the average. So the average is, well, probably still 28 something, but I don't think so because we fill out all the prices higher than 50, so the value should be much lower than 28. Oh, okay, 21. Well, it's lower, not a lot. How about higher than 50? Then the value should be average should be like I don't know, $100, $80, something, you know, higher than 50, right? Okay, yeah, 105. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, that's average, is useful and easy to use, right? Sum. Sum, as I mentioned earlier, is different from count. Uh, in count, each record is counted as a one, but sum is to add a quantity value, a quantity, or can be our price or amount um, from different records, add them together. So if the quantity for a record is a 10, then for that record is counted as 10 and contribute 10 to the sum. If it's 2, contribute 2, whatever value in that record is contributed to the sum. So this time we pick a quantity from the order details table, and so this statement is to find the sum of the quantity field in the order details table. So basically, let's say customers order a bunch of things from an online shopping site, and different orders have different quantities, and we want to find out uh, all how many products or how many items have been ordered. Let's see. Again, before we run this one, we want to see what the order details table looks like. So we just put a wildcard there, no specific column, no functions. That normally, return everything in a table. So, okay, the order details table has 2,000, more than 2,000 orders. So each row is an order. So you see this order ID. That's order in this. This is order details. So that's interesting. In one order, they have multiple items, I believe. Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, there's three products in this order and two products in this table and three products in this order. So let's see. We know this table, so this is the quantity field. So in this order details, this product, the customer order 12 for this product, whatever that product is, maybe pen or pencil, who knows, and quantity is 10. So we want to add those together. That's a sum. So come back here. Control, say, wrong query. Oh, well, yeah, that's a pretty large number, 51,000. Yeah, so that's how you use a sum. Okay. Okay. See, any questions? Nope. Good. Let's move on. The next one, oh, a sum before we move. Okay, we are done with sum. The like operator. This is not a function anymore. This is called an operator. It's used in the where clause. It's used to it's a the where clause or conditions or filtering records. So the like operator is used in the where clause to search for a specific pattern in a column. Remember, let's see. Mm, let's see, this is like just a condition, and we have a specific value to compare. Let's see any other Yeah, like this is like the country equal to something. So it's a specific value. But the like is different. Like is it's not a specific value. It's like a pattern. So that's why I use like. Okay. I think that's an error. I'll fix that. And used with the like operator, we have two wildcards. One is the percent sign. It represents 0, 1, or multiple characters. So percent sign stands for can stand for nothing, no character, or one character, or more than one character. And then there's the underscore sign, underscore. It it can be one or single, not a multiple, not a zero. So it just stands for one or single character. So one character or single character is the same thing. Just underscore stands for one character. Okay. But percent sign means you know anything. So one or zero or even no character or more than one, right? So um, let's use some examples to demonstrate. The first example here is select all customers with a customer name starting with A. Right. See, you can see that you don't know which the specific name of the full name of a customer, but you know this customer got a name start with A, letter A. Then you put a percent sign here. That stands for A and then follow by number of characters, or even like a no character, like maybe this comma just called A, his name just A. That's fine too. So percent sign can deal with that. So let's try that. So we want to find a customer name start with A. Let's see, customer name. Okay, I think oh, not contact name, customer name. Yeah, customer start with A. Yeah, see, remember MySQL is case insensitive. Um, so opcos A, yeah, they all start with A. Or we can say, how about start with B? Yeah, bunch of B's, right? Oh, and so on. Say, no Z, fine. Have a W. Yeah, bunch of W's. Okay, that's how we use a percent. But if you drop that thing, then it's just W. Um, that work actually. Yeah, so because you got a no percent sign there, um, yeah, that no match. Let's see what's next actually. The following statement is select customer with account end with A. Oh, okay, not start with, but this time it's ending with A. So what that means is percent sign in front. We don't care how many characters in front, but we know the last character is A. So that works too. So it's kind of A. Yeah, all A's at end. We don't care about the front. Spaces, we don't care. We just only care about the last one. The last one match A. So get all of them. Okay, and next one. Next one, simply select all customer with a customer name that have OR in any position. Okay, in this case, you can use a 2% sign. So basically, some characters in front, and some characters after OR, so with OR in middle. Well, OR can be at the end, that's okay because the percent sign can mean nothing. Or at the beginning, start with OR. The percent sign also you know, represents, none or zero characters in front. So this one will match many cases as long as there's OR in the name. Let's try that. So OR here. I see name. Oh yeah, OR there, OR there, OR there, OR here, OR here, OR here, OR here. Where's OR? Oh, world. Yeah, OR. Sure, OR. Yep, yep. So if we drop the one of them, let's see if we get any. None. If we drop the first one, do we get any? No. Yeah, because no one's name start with OR, I guess, and no one's name ended with OR. But all in middle. Yeah, that's all in middle. So you can use multiple wildcards, right? Or you can use, another one. How about OR and then after OR, something. I don't know, something that. So in the name you find OR and then you find another letter D, something like that. Let's see who got that name. Oh, okay. So OR there, and a D here, OR there, and a D all the way here. That's fine. Yep. So you can use multiple percent wildcards. Okay. Multiple. How about this one? This statement is along all counters with counters that have R in the second position. Aha. So this one basically, okay, find the name with R in the second position. If in the first one, no. If third, no. So it has to be on the second position. In this case, you cannot use a percent sign because the percent is pretty loose. So you remember underscore stands for single character. So if you want to find all names with R in the second position, then you use underscore as the first one. We don't care what the character is. We only care if there's one character before R. And after R, we want to match a bunch of characters, so we put a percent sign there. So this one, I copy that thing here, I put here. So that's a new pattern. Run it. Okay, R second. Yep, yeah, it works. Okay, move on. The following statement select all customers who customer name that start with A and at least 3 characters in length. Woohoo! Jeez. Start with A and 3 characters in length and at least. Remember at least. Okay, how do we do that? So start with A, 3 characters. So we add a 2 underscores. So 1 underscore and a 2 and a second underscore. So two underscores as to represent 2 characters plus A. So that's 3. Since at least we put a percent sign for extra or no extra characters. So A underscore percent sign. See if it works. All right, so start with A and at least 3. Yeah, of course, at least 3. They all more than 3. Yeah, at least 3 characters. That's fun. This one, all customers with name start with A and ends with O. Okay, so A something something O. All names A something something O. All right. Okay. Nothing, huh? That's disappointing. Let's try something different. A something something R. How about that? No. A something something. Oh, I think we tried O, right? Yeah, I could be wrong. How about this? Let's not put an O at the end. Let's see what names start with A. Oh, E, S, or A, or N. Okay, so how about start with A, end with E? Yeah, we know the first one. Yeah, that match that. Or ends with S. Yeah, we also know there's a match. Yeah, start with A and ends with S. So this put the percent in middle as wildcard. Oh, the last one example for like, um, what's this for? Select all customers with name. Oh, does not start with A. Oh, okay, not with A. Anything else is okay, but not but A. So not. Yeah, so you add a not in front of like. So kind of like that, but not really. So start with A and add not start with A. So add a not in front of like. Okay. An example here. Replace the whole thing. I'll get a bunch of all names. Yeah, all names. All names not start with A, right? Yep. So of course that start with A and they not just reverse that. Yep. Not like a B. Yeah. So that's how you use not. Use right. Okay. Let's look at another one called in. The in operator allows you to specify multiple values in a where clause. Right. The syntax is select blah blah from the table where the table name in means where the value of that column is one of those. It's not and, it's basically all. I think that's similar to the all. I think we use all, right? Mm, yeah, we use all, right? It's similar like that one or that one. So it's a different way to do it. So the in is just similar to all, but it's more concise. So in here, if you want to change that to in, select from customers where city in Berlin, comma, Stuttgart. So, right? So the in and all, the all version is more wordy, and the in one is more concise. So you don't have to repeat the city equal city equal city equal. You just say city in and a bunch of values. Just as long as it matches one of them, the column value match one of the listed values, then you get a record. That's a match. Now back to the in. Let's see. For instance, select all customers that are located in Germany, France, or UK. So it's all. So you can use it all. So select that from that. Try that one. Let's run that. Oh, we got a 29 records. They all from either German, UK, and France. So we got a 29 records. So that means is equivalent to that. Um, no comma, replace comma with or. Again, replace that comma with or. And no parentheses. So we should get a 29 as well. Let's run it. Yeah, we got a 29. So there's no difference. But you can see that this is like, if you got more values, you keep doing the or, make that statement is really long. So it's more concise. Just do the use the in. See, this much is cleaner, shorter, and easier to read, right? So that's the benefit of in. Uh, Following may say all customers are not allocated. Oh yeah, just like the like. If not like, then you can add a not in front. The in, you can either in or not in there, so that you can just add a not in there, not a one of them. So that means if you use the in, you get a 29, right? But what about, hey, all the customers not in those countries? The not is actually not all anymore. The not means not in Germany and not in France and not in UK, because if you drop the not, the in means either of them, or Germany or France or UK. But when you not, they not everything. So not in Germany and not in France and not in UK. So remember the difference there. So now instead of 29, you get a different number, of course. Yeah, I think that's yeah, 80 something minus that. The total products, the customer, I think the total number of customers, I forgot how many. How about this? No, delete that. Ah, so 91, yeah, 91 minus 29 is 62. Yeah, that's correct. Yes. Yeah, 62. That's correct. Okay. The following SQL statement selects all customers that are from the same countries as the suppliers. Let me read that again. The following SQL statement selects all customers that are from the same countries as the suppliers. Okay, the customers from the same countries as suppliers. Yeah, the customers and the suppliers, they are from the same country. Um, you can see that, yeah, right. If the customers from UK and the suppliers are also from UK, and you can see that the delivery probably will be faster because the both parties are in the same country, right? Maybe the tax are still the same, and then of course distance-wise is shorter, closer to each other. So they may get the products they purchased delivered faster. So this is kind of a useful query to see how many customers are in the same country as the suppliers. The Here, instead of a list of individual values, you can use another query we call a subquery. This is a mains query, and this is a subquery to provide the list of values dynamically. So by dynamically, it means the values are only available when you run the whole statement. So when you run the whole statement, it runs the subquery first and return a bunch of values and use that value as the list for the where the fill in statement. Okay, so we call that called a subquery, sub S-U-B. Okay, subquery, and this is called the main query. Okay, that's a new concept. Let's see how that works. Copy that here. Run the query. 69. Well, we only know the OK, German, UK. Um, right, UK, German, UK, blah, blah, blah. Um, then let's see how many countries in the supplier table. Okay, yeah, well, all the countries, of course, it doesn't lie. And we can limit where, well, where country name start with, I don't know, how about A percent. Okay, oh, Australia. Australia. Yeah, two suppliers from Australia. So then you can use that. Well, let's find multiple. Let's just do that first. Copy and put that back. And so the way change it, so select all customers from the country, and in the sub one, we say all suppliers from a country like the country name will start with A. We know it's Australia, it's only one, but it's okay. What if got another country start with A? How about Armenia? That's another country, right? Um, no country from Australia, that's fine. How about USA, UK? Oh yeah, UK, USA, two countries. Uh, UK and the USA. So you see that in this subquery you can add add filters to limit the countries, and also right also the subquery you can format it this way, or one line, multiple lines, sometimes a separate one, make it easier or sell out as a subquery, something like that. Developers tend to use some, yeah. You say, okay, there's a mail query, and then with that intention, in the intention and extra spaces, we know that's a subquery. Um, so it's the same effect, okay, same result, and you think, oh, that's a query, so can I add a semicolon here? And I don't think so. The semicolon only is needed at very end of the whole query, not the subquery. If you add that thing there, I think that's error. Yeah, you have an error in your syntax, check the menu, blah, blah, blah. But so right syntax near that. Oh yeah, so A said no, don't add that thing. So in subquery, you don't need a semicolon. But in the main query, semicolon if it's optional, if you have only one main query, with semicolon, you can add another query. That's why. But with a good habit, people just attach a semicolon. But without it, it should be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. No difference. No, no difference. Okay. All right. We did pretty fast. That's the in operators. Good. And again, I gave you a few questions to think about. Um, yeah, create a average statement. Use the average to find the average price of all products more expensive than 1,000 from the products table, and sum to find the total quantity from all the details where quantity is more than 3. So similar to that the example there, but with where clause. And the like statement to find all customer with name start with a B from the customer table. Okay, good. And they use the in statement to find all customers who are from USA, Canada, Mexico in the customer table. So you should be able to figure out, following the examples we just look at. Okay. All right. Since today, is a makeup lesson, and we will have another one on Friday, so I'm going to let you go a couple minutes earlier, and yeah, only 2 minutes left. Any questions? If you no questions, I see you on Friday at the same time. Okay.